Hello, everybody. It's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, and I am going to be doing a live stream today all about the Business Expo. So I went to the Isle of Wight Chamber Business Expo on Wednesday, and I am surrounded by all sorts of bits and pieces I picked up there, and I haven't got them in much order, but I will get going with that in a minute. So I hope everybody's having a lovely Sunday. I've been chilling and watching craft shows and trying to tidy my craft room. And then I thought, well, I'll do the live stream today because it was Wednesday when I went to do the event, or went to the event, and I didn't feel like doing this before. So anyway, do let me know if you're, if you're watching in and you want to chat. Please chat in the chat stream there. And let's see, but basically I'm going to tell you all about my day on Wednesday. So this past Wednesday, which was the 12th of July, I went to the Isle of Wight Chamber of Commerce Business Expo. Now, I used to belong to the Chamber of Commerce years ago when I had a business, and I always made it my business to go to the expo because networking is what it's all about. Word of mouth, chatting to people. You can never go wrong with that, especially if you're running a business. So I used to do that, and a couple of times I actually exhibited at the expo. But of course, I don't run a business anymore. But it's still relevant for me to go to the expo because I meet a lot of people and I can share the information from one business to another. Also, I might want the services of some of the businesses that are exhibiting there. And if you don't go and you don't know who's there, there's not a chance of that. So I normally I would live stream the whole event. I am the Go Live Granny after all. But obviously I haven't been going live so much this year because those of you who know anything about me know that I was seriously ill with pneumonia at Christmas, and it has taken me 6 months to get back on my feet. So let's, I think we've got, yes, okay. Sorry, I was just looking to make sure I got the comments. I can't see any comments coming in at the moment. I hope people are going to chat, or maybe you just want to watch. That's absolutely fine too. So yes, so I did decided not to live stream because I'm still getting quite fatigued from my illness, and 6 months it's been, and I'm still not back to where I should be. I'm getting there, but it's been a long old process. So rather than live stream and interview people at the event, I decided that what I would do was go to the event, chat with people, get information from people. Hello, June. Nice to see you. So I would chat with people at the event, take lots of photographs, and then share out the information. So I've been sharing on LinkedIn lots of the pictures. So I took loads of selfies with loads of people, nearly all the people who were exhibiting. Not all of them, I missed some out, but I did a pretty good job. So I've been posting those up on LinkedIn. And then I thought I'd sit and, and I promised that I would tell you all about the event. So this is the brochure. And the event was run by the Isle of Wight Chamber of Commerce. It's a free event and it's open to anybody. And you don't have to run a business, whatever, open to anybody. So, and this year they had a change of venue. So it was actually in Ryde, where I live. And it was at the Ryde School. Very nice venue. One downside of it is anybody like me who has a mobility issue, there was some gravel. And trying to get the trolley across the gravel was a little bit tricky. Not too bad, it didn't spoil my enjoyment. I know that there was somebody else in a mobility scooter and somebody in a wheelchair, and I think if they could put something down across the gravel, it would make it even better. So I'm not quite sure where people parked because there was no parking at the event, but I went on the bus. Lots of people were there, so they must have found a way. They must have solved the issue there, mustn't they? June, do hit the share button so we get some more people coming in and joining us. So if you can, that would be nice. So anyway, I got there at 10 o'clock. Hello, Facebook user, whoever you are, you're probably coming in from the Go Live Granny community group. If you are, can you identify yourself? If you want your name to come up, what you have to do is go to streamyard.com/Facebook, and it asks your permission to put your name in. So whoever it is who's on Facebook saying hi Lynn and 3 little kisses, please let me know who you are, so that I can I can thank you. Anyway, thank you for coming in. So I got to the event before 10 because I decided, although normally I would have walked to the school, because I'm still recovering and I still get a little bit breathless some of the time, I decided to go by bus. It's Tina. Hello, Tina. Tina Furnival or Tina Hyde? I don't know which Tina. Identify which Tina. Thank you, June, for sharing. So a bus there's a 3-minute walk to the bus at the bottom of my road, and hello, I'm fine, thank you. So from the bottom of my road to the bottom of my road, it's 3 minutes walk, and the bus comes once an hour, and it comes on the half hour. So I decided I could either go at 9:30 or 10:30. 9:30 would get me there too early, but hi Tina Furnival, lovely. Or if I went at 10:30, the thing would have already started. So I decided to go at 9:30, and the bus stopped just opposite the school. So I only had a little walk on the flat to go there. And it was a nice day, pleasant sunny day, wasn't wet or anything. And the event was in marquees on the lawn of the school. It's a private school up there, and they've got a lovely big lawn, and they let their area out obviously to help fund things there. So I was there before 10, but they let us go in before it started. And as I went in, I met one of the town councillors from Cowes, and he and I know each other well, and we had a little chat. We went and sat down on the bench and had a little chat and put the worlds to right before we started going round the carnival, not the carnival, that was the previous week, around the exhibition, around the expo. And what was I going to say about that? Yes. Yeah, so we had a good chat beforehand, and that was lovely. But we kept bumping into each other all the time, because I think he was there all day and I was there all day, and we'd work our way around, and then we'd bump into each other again and catch up and have another little chat. So anyway, I'm going to read a little bit about the welcome. I'm going to read the welcome. The Business Expo was sponsored by Wight Fibre, and this is John Irvine, the CEO of Wight Fibre, and he's very, very keen to support the Go Live Granny in my live streams and things, and he has sponsored me. So he's made it possible for me to go live a lot of the time. So that's John. There were other couple of sponsors. We'll come to those in a minute because I need the thing in front of. Oh yeah, Expo is sponsored by Wight Fibre, with supporting sponsors from All Things Printed, Fortis Energy, and the Isle of Wight Espresso Company. So that's good. I'm glad you're okay. So he's a firm believer in keeping Granny going live, and he has supported. So very, very great for the Go Live Granny community. So anyway, it says, welcome to Expo 2023. Thanks for coming to Expo 2023. Welcome to the Chamber's biggest annual business networking day, now in its new setting at Ryde School. We're very excited to be here, making the most of the opportunities presented by our new venue. With more than 60 businesses exhibiting in the Wight Fibre marquee, we hope you'll agree that Expo will have a different buzz this year, encouraging longer dwell time and a more inclusive networking experience for everyone. Well, I certainly dwelled there till the end. I didn't leave till just after 4. So let's have a look. Right. We're very grateful to Ryde School for being so helpful and accommodating as our host venue. It's exciting to be in Ryde town for the first time, and we hope this will encourage new footfall. They used to have the exhibition not very far. I used to get a bus going the other way, and they used to meet at Lakeside in Wootton, one of the hotels. But it was easier for me to get to this one. So that was good. I was pleased. With a new venue and a new date, we're confident that this will make for a better expo. They used to do the exhibition I think in September, around September time, and they've brought it forward. And it says, with a new venue and a new date, we're confident that this will make for a better expo. If I could ask one thing, it would be that you help us, yourself and your fellow exhibitors, by encouraging as many of your contacts and colleagues to attend. Well, I did that because I always hit the share button, and if any of you can hit the share button now to share this out, it's all about sharing information, sharing news, sharing broadcasts. Sharing is caring, and it doesn't cost anything to share it. Just hit the call button. So that would be good. No, hit not the call button, hit the share button. Right. There is ample nearby parking in Ryde on Lynn Street, Garfield Road and Victoria Street, just a short stroll from Ryde School. So there were car parks. I mean, they did have to pay, I think, to park, but anyway, it seemed to work very well. The extra capacity of the car parks is another benefit of our new venue. I'd like to thank all of our exhibiting businesses for taking the opportunity to be part of our event and helping the Chamber to wave the flag for island business. Huge thanks to our main sponsor, Wight Fibre, for their ongoing support for the Chamber. Thanks to our returning sponsors, All Things Printed and Fortis Energy and Isle of Wight Espresso Company. I hope you have a great day. Make the most of your expo and spread the word. And that's Steve Holbrook, who is the Isle of Wight Chamber's Chief Executive. And then it says, enjoy an expo cuppa. We've teamed up with friends at Island Roasted, who will be providing the white label tea and Island Roasted filter coffee throughout the day. And I did make, I didn't make a beeline for there. I was, wanting a cup of coffee, but I didn't actually get there straight away. But when I did get there, it was lovely. And this time they got sofas that you could sit down and drink your coffee on as well. So that was lovely. Didn't have to stand around like we've had to do in the past. So that was good news. So then what we've got is a list of all the exhibitors and loads and loads. So there were about 60 exhibitors, and it was it was like 3 marquees in one. There were sort of 3 sections to it, and I think you can see that there here. 1 section, 2 sections, 3 sections, and the last section. This is the front. Whoops, this is the front. And that this section was the charity section. So it's lovely to see lots of charities there as well, because you know how I feel about supporting local charities. So that was good. So up on the lawn, before I got down to the marquee, there was the white fibre bus. But unfortunately, when I arrived, there was nobody at the bus, because I think they'd all gone down to the field to have a big group photograph. And so I didn't want to hang around. I wanted to get down to the field. And so on the way down to the field, I saw them coming back. So I didn't go in the white fibre bus, but I have been in the white fibre bus before, and I am a white fibre customer anyway. So that was good. Also up the top was the Hampshire and Isle of Wight air ambulance people. And it said, what did it say? Take a flight with us. It said something about take a flight with us on the side. I remember having some banter and badinage with the girls there, because I said I don't want to take a flight, because if I'm taking a flight in the air ambulance, it means I'm probably ill and need to go to hospital. So anyway, we had a little bit of a joke. Started on the selfies, because I tried to take a selfie with every one of the stall holders, and I have been posting them up on LinkedIn since Wednesday, and tagging people into them as well. So let me tell you. So stand 1 and 2 was PC Consultants. Now, wouldn't you think that if they're 1 and 2, I would have gone to them first? But they were the last people of the day that I went to see, and the reason being, they were in a pavilion over to the side. Okay, so I'd had a chat with Michael, the councillor that I told you about, and we sat on the bench and chatted, and then we headed for the marquee rather than the pavilion. So I made it to the pavilion at just before 4 o'clock. And in there was PC Consultants, Jonathan Thornton. And Jonathan Thornton is now part of the chamber team. I've forgotten what his role is in the chamber. I might find it when we get along here. But I know he's part of the chamber team, the team that run the chamber now. And I've known him for many, many years. And his business is PC Consultants. It was started by other people, and the PC is not to do with PCs, as in the personal computers. Lots of people think it was, but apparently it was to do with the names. I've forgotten who one of the guys was. Sean Colson, so that's the C, but I've forgotten who the other guy was, so the P. So it's not, PC, not as in personal computers, but never mind. So anyway, so I headed into the marquee, and let's see. Now, I'm going to try and show you. I came away with loads of goodies. There were lots of freebies, lots of handouts, and I've got loads of paperwork here that represent what all the people gave me, all their business cards, etc., etc. And it's all in a bit of a jumble here, but let's see how we go. So shall I work my way, which way around, how shall I do this? Let's go back to the beginning here. I think they've put them in an alphabetical order. So Alex Tanner was there. Now he's one I didn't stop. I didn't stop and chat to him. There were one or two I missed out. It's very difficult to get around and chat to everybody. And of course, if you're going from stand to stand and the next people are already engaged in conversation with somebody, you don't want to stand and wait for ages to chat with them. So you hop around to another stand, and then sometimes you forget to go back, or you don't get to them. But I think I did a pretty good job. I did manage to go to most of the stands. So Alex Tanner is he's a qualified and accredited business coach supporting startup businesses and micro to small businesses. I met him a long time ago when I was running my network group. So that was Alex. Then and these are not in the order that I went to visit people, because I can't remember the order I went, but it wasn't this order. I'm reading them in alphabetical order now, I think, or am I? No, I'm not sure if they are, because Spithead starts with an S. Oh, it's a business centre, so that's why it's in with the B's. Right, okay. So Alison Thorogood, she's a lovely lady, and I hadn't met her before, and she's training, and she's a coach as well, inspiring purposeful, happy, healthy careers. She specialises in personal development, guiding ambitious companies, teams and individuals to yield amazing results. With 30 years experience as a leader, learning and development specialist and accredited coach, she raises self-awareness to facilitate purposeful work, personal growth and performance improvement. And then the next one was All Things Printed. Now, Peter, who runs All Things Printed, I met him when he first started up, and I don't think I was still running my network group, but I was the Go Live Granny, and I forever network, whether I'm running a network group or not. I always try and network the businesses. So my brain works like, hey, the man in the van needs to connect with the property people, because that's an obvious connection, and that's how so whether I was running the network business or not, I always network, and I always try and be helpful like that. Now, we were at the time that he was just starting up his business. So this was pre-COVID. He's been going for some years now, and it was pre-COVID. I think it might have been about 2018. I'm not quite sure. But I was, I with some of the Go Live Granny community, was putting a carnival float into Ride Carnival. I'd done lots of live streaming of carnivals and things, and then that year, 2018, we decided to put a carnival float in, a Go Live Granny community carnival float, and there was Team Go Live Granny. So I'm not going to name people, well, because I will miss some people out, but I will name Tracy and her family, because they were absolute, I said I wasn't, and then I do. They were absolute Trojans in trying to dress not trying to, but achieving dressing up the carnival, the float for the carnival. Phil Jordan lent us his one of his lorries. Hello, Sparkly Princess Lambert. I'm fine, thank you. I'm just talking all about the Isle of Wight Chamber event that I went to the other day, the Business Expo. So when he was starting up, I thought, well, let's see what he's doing. He's all things printed. So I got some, somebody was going to sponsor my cards, my business cards, and we were giving these out in the carnival, and it really just told everybody about what the Go Live Granny community was about. And it says Go Live Granny wants to share the love, and we had a little heart here. We did have some knitted hearts we put on some of these, but then we had this card done because people in the carnival might think, well, Go Live Granny, what's that all about? And unless you tell them, they're not going to necessarily know, because I wasn't as well known then as I am now. Lots of people on the island know me, and lots of people call out at events when they see me when I'm live streaming. So what we had done on this was I wanted a card that I could give to people that told them what the community did. So I'll read you what it says on here. Our amazing global community, so the Go Live Granny community is a global community, has come together through the power of live stream. Many of us have never met, but communicate online during and after the Go Live Granny broadcasts, exchange ideas and support each other. When it was suggested we enter the Ride Carnival, members sent in decorations, ribbons, etc. to decorate the float. They knitted bunting. They also knitted toys, which will be, but this is obviously in the past now, which were donated to the Kesi Kindness charity after the carnival. Together we have raised the visibility of charities and events. Using live stream, we have helped these good causes. Bodster, a charity using ponies in their work with dementia patients, and we helped them to raise to secure 50,000 lottery funding, because that went to the public vote, and it was all about hitting the share button and getting everybody to share. And fortunately, we got enough people all together to come up with 50,000 of lottery funding. You've got a summer fete on the 30th of July at Oakfield Football Club, if at 11 a.m. if you wanted to come. Okay, but I'm not sure that I will, because on that day I think I'm busy, but we can share the news out, Princess Lambert, because that's what we do. That's what it's all about. So send me some information. Send me some information and a poster, and I will share it. So then Ride Carnival was another thing we did. That went to public vote. There was a vote to see which was the most popular carnival in the country. And again, we managed to get the come out on top on that one. And it was all about the team. You know, hello Facebook user, let me know who you are. I can't see who you are. So you're coming in from the group. If you're coming in from the group, please go to streamyard.com/ Facebook, and then it will ask you permission to put your name in. So please try and do that if you can, and then I'll know who you are. Otherwise, I can't see, I can't tell. Yes. So again, it's all about the team. Yes, I was the one who knew how to do it, but I couldn't do it without a team. And so it was everybody sharing. It's about a community who shares. And that's too why I'm, come on and do these things and share the information about the local businesses. I'm not a local business person, but I'm a person who lives on the island who wants to see the businesses thrive. So if I can do anything like hit the share button or whatever, that's what I will do. So anyway, so on that Ride Carnival, wow, that was an exciting one, where the votes were, we could see the votes, we could see how we were doing. Sometimes when you get these voting things, you can't see how it's going, and you just have to keep going. But what we did, we could see the votes, and we kept refreshing, and in the end, it was a 2-horse race between us and Bridgewater, I think it was, and was it Bridgewater? And it was, hello Tracy, there we are. I was just talking about Tracy just now, because Tracy was one of the stalwarts who helped with the carnival that year, and then of course as we managed to get all the votes in to become the most popular carnival. So that's brilliant. And it happened just before the carnival weekend, or the carnival week, which was amazing. So that's wonderful. We also have done, we got votes in for Sandown Beach and Benbridge Village. So Sandown Beach was, this was in the Country File Awards, I think. They were top in their categories, yes, in the Country File Awards. We helped a young mum to gain enough votes to pitch to so this was pitching to Richard Branson, and we got enough votes to help her to pitch successfully to Richard Branson for funding. Hello, Jean, nice to see you. Yes, the carnival. I was mentioning the carnival. I've actually come on here to talk about the Expo, but I've got as far as All Things Printed. Peter, who set up All Things Printed, and he printed my cards way back when, and I still got a lot of them. So I thought I'd read the card. We've highlighted fundraisers, so the Santa Dash, the Penguin Plunge, the Teddy Bear Parachute Jumps. We've knitted smoothie hats for Age UK, Bobby Buddies for police to give to traumatised children. We've also helped to save the umbrella tree, and that was years ago. And there was talk the other day about there being an issue with the umbrella tree again. But I think this was in 2018, wasn't it? Can you remember, Tracy? Hello, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, and Sarah is one of the Crafters Companion audience. So we've linked up through Crafters Companion, because you know, some of you will know I do a lot of crafting now. And Sarah, I won't call you I won't call you what Debbie called it. Was a flaming galah, is it? There was a lot of banter the other day, and Sarah got called. You know, I was only half listening when all that happened, but anyway, lovely to see you in here, Sarah, and greetings from Melbourne. We've got one of our community, so because we're a global community, because we're online and a global community, we have a member of our community. Well, we have members around the world, as in Sarah's over there in Australia, and we have people in Canada and America come in. And I've forgotten what I was going to say, and that's not very helpful. Flaming Galah is now your nickname. I hope you don't mind it, Sarah. I think it was done in the nicest possible way, wasn't it? First of all, I thought that's not, you shouldn't be calling her that, but I think that was one of the presenters on Crafters Companion said it. And Sarah seems to be taking it in actually, you know, in a very good way. So what was I going to say? Oh yes, I was going to say. So so back in just pre-COVID, one of our members, Hazel, and I think she's originally from the UK, but she lives in Australia now. I'm not sure if she's in Melbourne. I've forgotten where she is, but she soon won't be. I think she's got 2 sleeps or 1 sleep left before she leaves for the UK. She was due to come to UK in the year that we got locked down for COVID. So obviously her trip of back here didn't happen. And we were excited at the time before COVID, because although she was coming to the UK, but she decided to come and do a 2-day stop on the Isle of Wight so that she could meet up with some of us in the community. Well, that didn't happen, but it's about to happen again next week. So if we've got any of the community here who want to be part of that, let me know and I'll tell you where we're meeting up and what time and what day. So anyway, so we do have one of our Australian community coming to meet us very soon, and she's very excited to be coming back to the UK. As I say, she's got family. She's coming back to see family, but she wanted to come and see us here. And so Tracy's saying there was a meeting at the town hall yesterday in the town hall about Red Funnel's new plans for East Coast. Yes, I saw that. I saw that Carl Love had done a live stream of that, and I didn't even know that was happening. So I know that people can put in their comments about it, so I might have to look up and find out more about it, but I don't know a lot about it at the moment. Because I've been ill, I seem to have missed a lot of things. I'm trying to catch up with everything, but not so much at the moment. Sarah doesn't mind being called a flaming galah. It was the funniest thing Debbie Fisher So, yeah, it was. So that's something that's now come from the Crafters Companion, and it's nice to see that I've got one or two of Crafters Companion community now coming into my broadcast. Heather Springer often pops in, and I met her on Crafters Companion as well. And then of course I've got people on here who are on the Isle of Wight, like Tracy's on the Isle of Wight, Princess Lambert's on the Isle of Wight, but other people coming in from wherever. It's global. It's wonderful, isn't it? So anyway, it says we helped to save the umbrella tree, and yes, the umbrella tree, there's an issue over it again. Let me know if I need to do anything, Tracy, because what we did, they were trying to get rid of this tree. Hello, Yvonne. They were trying to get rid of the tree, which was about nearly 100 years old, or something like that. And we had a campaign to save the umbrella tree back before COVID, and we managed it. And then the other day they were putting some railings around it, and there's an issue again, but I don't know how bad the issue. I think they're doing something about it, and I don't think that they're going to try and chop it down. So there we go. Not like the Firestone building in London. When I lived in London many years ago, it was a preserved building, and it was, it was supposed to be preserved, and then, oh dear, they had a fire. I wonder how that happened. So hopefully the tree will be okay. So nice to see you, Yvonne. I'm supposed to be talking all about the Isle of Wight Chamber, but I got sidetracked because about the expo. I got sidetracked because I was talking about Peter of All Things Printed, and when he was just starting his business, he printed these cards. Somebody was supposed to sponsor them, and then they didn't. But he did in the end. He sponsored them. He did them all for me, which was brilliant, because we gave these out in the carnival. And so it says, as a community, we support each other, and in good times and bad. Why? And I didn't know that the bad times were coming at that point. This was done pre-COVID. So as a community, we really have supported each other through the good and the bad, particularly through COVID. My community wanted me to keep going. I kept going, but they supported me. So that was good. If you're coming into the Facebook, from the Facebook Go Live Granny community, and you've just said hello, can you let me know who you are? And can you go to streamyard.com/Facebook and put your name in so I can see who it is. So Sarah's saying this, the Flaming Galar, the saying actually comes from Alf in Home and Away. I think you in the UK. Oh yes, we do have that show, or we did, and I think it's coming back. But I don't think I watched it very much, so I wouldn't necessarily know. Tracy says she remembers walking in the carnival and giving these cards out. Well, I've still got a lot of them, and although lots of that is stuff we've done in the past, it's still relevant to let people know what the Go Live Granny is all about in the Go Live Granny community. So I took some with me and gave them out when I was talking to people at the expo. So now moving swiftly on. So that was all about Peter, and since he started, and he did the my cards way back when for me. His business has grown quite a lot, and it's lovely. It was you that said hello. You went into StreamYard and changed it. Thank you. Excellent, Tracy. Right. Okay. That's what I didn't know if it was somebody else. That's lovely. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you. So, so moving on. So, the next one is Bembridge Power. But wait a minute. No, let's go back to All Things Printed. All Things Printed Limited make the buying process simple, saving you time and money whilst helping to bring your ideas to life. Talk to us at the start of your project to find the simplest route to your delivery. And I know that lots of the chamber members are using All Things Printed now for their items, the things they need. Then there are two young lads on the Bembridge Powerboat stand, and they were actually, I think they were almost the first stand I went to. And they had all sorts of gadgets and things on their table. And I said, oh, what are these? And they were things that they use when they're teaching about the safety. And right, let me read what it says here. BPT, a RYA power centre delivering the entire scheme through to advanced in brackets COC, whatever that means. I'm not quite sure what this means. PwC proficiency and instructor training. So basically they are training in the powerboat industry. VHF and first aid, commercial or leisure, RIB charters, regatta support, etc., and private owned boat tuition. So they are teaching safety around powerboats, basically. In summer, Bembridge Powerboat BPT run the popular instructor-led jet ski adventures daily from Bembridge. And you learn something new every day, because I didn't know that happened. But they had all these gadgets, and apparently they use them as visual aids in their teaching. And I like that because I'm a visual learner. So that, you know, it was fun to see all the things on the table. Then we have Biscoes. Biscoes are solicitors. It's a leading South Coast law firm with 2 offices on the Isle of Wight and a further 4 offices on the mainland. Biscoes offers a full range of services both to individuals and corporate clients, including inheritance protection, family law, corporate and commercial and residential property. And ta-da! I have a bag given to me by Biscoes. Now, what a lot of these people do is they give away goodies, you know, and I'm always up for getting some goodies, and I've got some lovely freebies here. So I've got let's see what. So I've got a card here with all their details and things that they do. I have a water bottle. Always good. I have a Biscoes key ring. I have some more information about estate planning for business owners. And I have business card. And I have, and there's more. And I have two lovely pink pencils. They're not pink. The colour of the outside is pink, but they're ordinary lead pencils. And then I've got 2 pens. Let me, there's something else in there. When I went out to the event, I thought, oh, I must get a pen. And then I couldn't find a pen quickly. Yeah, freebies, Andrew. Who doesn't like a freebie? And I thought, why do I need to find a pen? I'm going to an exhibition and every stand will be probably giving me a pen. And you're not wrong. Look how many, look at all these free pens. They all came from the exhibition. So let's put those ones in there as well. Pens and pencils. And this is I got a free mug from Eldridge's Solicitors. So let's put that down there. And let's see what else is in the Bisco. And in the Bisco, also in the Bisco thing, look, little sticky pads. 1, 2, 3. And I do like these things. I mark things in my diary and all sorts like that. So that was the freebies from the Bisco stand. Okay. So let's put that back in. Lots of stands had sweets and chocolates, and what else did they have? Sweets and chocolates and cakes and all that. I have to be careful what I eat because of my allergy to some things, but you know, you could have gone mad with the cakes and things. The next stand is Blue Touch Consulting. I think I went to their stand. I'm not quite sure. Come and meet us at stand 34. We expect exceptional business coaches. So more business coaches. Our experience and qualifications span a huge range of skills, and we've worked to improve results and relationships across numerous businesses over the last 20 plus years. Whatever your current situation, we can help. We are proud to be heart-led in all our work. Come and have a chat with us to find out what that actually means for improving your business output and relationships. So that was that. And then I went to, so these are in alphabetical order, okay? The next one, you could have picked up the sweets, chocolates and cakes for you. You wouldn't have minded. Right, okay, Tracy. Sorry, next time I'll do that. But I didn't know when I was going to see you. They would go off, wouldn't they? So anyway, as I say, this is in alphabetical order, except that the next one says Spithead, but it's a business centre. So I'm assuming it's there with the B's because it's a business centre, not because it's S for Spithead. You know, I'm just being a little bit bad. Hello, Michael. There is Michael. Michael's just said, keep up the good work. Let's just put that there. And it was Michael who I met, and we sat and put the world to rights on the bench before we went in, and we kept bumping into each other. I know Michael gained a huge amount from going to the expo, and I did. And Michael and I are going to meet up and put our heads together on certain things going forward, but not to be. That's not for now. We're on this for now. So Spithead is, they are the owners of Spithead Business Centre in Lake. We have taken great pleasure in improving the site in recent years. I've been to Spithead Business Centre. There was a cafe there at one stage, and I used to go and have coffee and do a bit of networking over there. But we've taken great pleasure in improving this site in recent years and now want to ensure its long-term future, promoting new initiatives and supporting the local community. We offer commercial spaces to rent as well as advertising opportunities. And I know they have a great big, I think they have one of those great big advertising boards, or they used to, outside on, you know, on the side of the building. I'm sure they'll be doing that. Now, Cherry Godfrey, I think. And look how many bags. I've got bags and bags and bags of bags, and I've got Eldridge's. I had a bag from Eldridge's. That's a good, lovely, strong one. I had bags from Holiday Cottages. Look, should never want for bags again. A bag from the Mountbatten Hospice, and a bag from Cherry Godfrey. There we go. So let's put them down. And this will be useful because I have all my shopping delivered from the supermarkets. I do it online, and I always need. How do you find me on Facebook? Sarah, hello Rachel. Sarah, I am. If you put in Go Live Granny, or my name is Lynn Blackledge, but if you put Go Live Granny, you'll probably find my page where I do more of my stuff as the Go Live Granny. I have a personal page, Lynn Blackledge, and then I have the Go Live Granny page, which is Lynn Blackledge Go Live Granny. Bags are good for shopping with. They are, but you see, I don't go shopping, but I do go down to the front door to get my shopping. And yesterday Morrison's came, and they don't give you bags. I don't mind because I don't have to pay then for all those plastic bags coming in. So these will be put ready to go down for the next. I've got a Sainsbury's shop coming soon as well. So that will be very, very useful. I'm not knocking it. It's really good. Right, so and moving swiftly on. So that was Godfrey, Cherry Godfrey, offering unsecured personal and business loans up to £50,000 and instant decision interest-free consumer credit up to £10,000. Your customers can spread the cost of goods or services over 12 months interest-free, helping make big purchases more manageable. We ensure initial setup is fast, easy and cost-free, maintaining a smooth process. So that was them, and I had you can never have too many bags. No, you can't. You know, I'm known as the bag lady. And I'll tell you what, I got rid of a lot. I had a lot of bags, and I got rid of a lot of bags from past things because I've been sorting out and giving lots of stuff away to charity, and I must have known I was going to get a lot of new bags in, so lots of the other bags went out with the charity things in them, because it made sense, you know, because I had an overload of bags, and now I'm getting a new lot, and they're really nice bags, all of these. So as I say, you can't have too many bags. Right, then Citizens Advice Bureau. Now what I didn't know was that's actually a charity. Citizens Advice Isle of Wight is actually a charity, and I was chatting to the chap, the CEO. I don't know whether he calls himself a CEO or what, and I was chatting to them, and it was very interesting to hear what they'd got to say. A lot of these things I'm going to look up and find out more information about them all. Tracy's got a cupboard full of bags, and she still forgets to take them shopping. Oh dear. Hang on, I'm just going to have. Once upon a time when we used to go shopping, we always remembered to take our bags. And then I remember, a time when I'd go shopping and forget to take the bags, and now I don't go shopping. I do it all online. And for anybody who wants to know, and I'm going to put a banner across the bottom because, hang on, wait a minute. Oh, I think I've gone the wrong way. I don't know. Have I? Let's have a look. Oh, no. So every time I shop, whoops, hang on. I shop through the Top Cashback site, not through the app, but through my computer. And I get paid cashback on my shopping just for doing the shopping I was going to do anyway. And since February, when I joined this system, I've not bought anything I wasn't going to buy anyway. I just been a bit more savvy as to maybe where I bought it instead of, what I bought. And I haven't done any more than shop what I was going to shop and recommend to other people. And I've had £100 just given to me because I was shopping through the site. So if anybody wants to know about that, go down there, look down there, join the Top Cashback site. I leave it scrolling across the bottom because you and anybody who signs up through that link will get £10 starter to start them off. So I'm so pleased with it, and I just drop it in there because I can. And I want people to benefit like I do. You do need a little bit of time to get your head around it, and so if you're a very busy person, it might not work for you. But if you've got a bit of time and you can do your shopping, if you do shopping online, it's good. Now I'm just looking for something here because this next Citizens Advice, as I say, is a charity. Their charity provides free and impartial advice to island residents. Our trained team provide advice on a range of subjects, including housing, relationships, debt, tax, employment, and health and well-being. We also run the I'll Find It online directory for services, events, and advice. And I don't think I realised that they were running the I'll Find It site. I don't think I did. Oh, you're following me. Thank you, Sarah. That's lovely. So I'm just looking for something because I had. Now, where is this next item? Oh, here. So we're going on to DataSwift now, and DataSwift engineers. Wait a minute. DataSwift engineers are trusted to provide fast, reliable, and secure IT and network services to over 100 island organisations across business, education, and healthcare sectors. Our friendly and professional IT services include IT help desk and field engineering, IT security, project implementation, copper, fibre, and wireless networks, and VoIP phone systems. At DataSwift, our reputation for professionalism, honesty, and integrity sets us apart, and we take pride in our commitment to going above and beyond for our customers. And look what I got from them. Cool. This is a bit of a posh notebook. Look, so I've got their branding, all their all their shirts for this colour, the green and the white and the black. And look, this is a very posh notebook, a very nice pen and a very posh notebook. Look at that. So you can never have too many notebooks in my world. So there we go. So that was a good freebie. I don't know which is buying long time no speak. I don't know who it is saying long time no speak. So I will need to know who you are. If you just said that to me, can you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, and you'll be able to put your name in, and then I'll be able to see it. It's just in the group. It doesn't tell me. You have to give permission if you're coming in from the group. If you're coming in from YouTube or Facebook, you don't have to give permission. But if you're coming in from the community group, you do. So let me know who you are, then I'll be able to say hello. Right. So let's have a look. So that was DataSwift. Then we have dementia. So the Dementia UK, there was one part of the, so it was like 3 marquees all in one, and the back part was all the charities. And Dementia Dementia UK was one of the charities. Now I met, I've met her before, but Lady Sally Grills was on the stand. Now Sally Grills is Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls is famous. And just remind me what he's right. Yvonne's saying, if I write in it, I will never forget anything again. Face smiling. It says face blue smiling. Oh, right. Okay. The Facebook user used to be on my very first live when I was knitting. Right. Okay. Well, let me know who you are if you want to. or send me a private message afterwards, because otherwise I can't, I don't know who I'm talking to. Anyway, Dementia UK. So I had a good chat with Lady Grills, Sally Grills, and she was having an event in her garden on Saturday, and she invited me to it, but I didn't go because I don't know whether she was going to have it, because we had a yellow weather warning here on the island, and lots of events were cancelled. The Pride parade should have happened, and that was cancelled. And Peter May, who was he's supporting the WOW charity on the island, and he wears high heels on a treadmill. The WOW charity supports abused women, and the strapline is to be in their shoes. Now, we've had some very sad news. Oh, so he was supposed to be outside Tesco's doing that, and he cancelled. Annabella Brown. Oh, hello. Lovely. Nice to see you here again. So anyway, very sad news that the WOW charity is going to close. He's done all this fundraising, and I think he must be absolutely gutted. I sent him a message when I heard the CEO of the charity come on and say they're going to close. The trustees have decided to close in September. I'm hoping that some benefactor will step up, or people will come forward and do things, because there's not enough funding from the council to support these abused women, and the thing will only get worse. So I'm hoping that there will be a massive uplifting from the community and supporting the charity. I mean, there are so many charities on the island. They all need help. Tracy is very much part of the Kessie Kindness charity, where they help to make children smile in the memory of a gorgeous little girl who's no longer with us. But she was a little girl who smiled a lot, and I know that the Kessie Kindness charity does so much in order to help. At the event, there were lots of charities there that I spoke to, and there are hundreds of charities on the island, and they just need so much support. So it's just about sharing the news and seeing what anybody can do. And a few years ago, the Wessex Cancer Trust was going to close, and there was an absolute surge of community energy, whatever. And I know one of the Go Live Granny community organised a fundraising event, and we supported and did lots of things for that. And people all over the island had this enormous surge of energy. They needed £60,000. I think this was in the September, I think, but I'm not sure if my memory serves me well. And within, I think it was about by the January, I think possibly, they had to get £60,000. Well, the charity is still going all these years later. It was amazing to see how much support came for that. The WOW charity is a much smaller charity. I'm just hoping that someone somewhere will start. I can't start the campaign because I can help if somebody starts a campaign, but I'm not in a position to lead it. So I just hope that the decision will be reversed to close the WOW charity. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So Lady Sally Grills, she says the Dementia UK Admiral Nurses Isle of Wight appeal was founded by Sally Lady Grills in 2013, when we had no specialist Admiral nurses on the island. There are now 4 or 5, and we hope to have more soon, especially to help those with memory loss and their carers in their own homes. Hello, Elizabeth. Nice to see you in. So that was that. And then Eldridge's. So Eldridge's, of course, they gave me this wonderful bag. And I think, didn't I have that? Sorry, I've got so much stuff here. And they gave me the mug as well, didn't they? That says Eldridge. Yes, Eldridge's. So they are a solicitor. That's a solicitor I've used myself in the past when I was doing my house move. But I don't intend to move house again, ever. I've done it far too many times, and I hope I never have to do it again. But who knows? Who knows what? So Eldridge's Solicitors has been a trusted name in legal services on the Isle of Wight for over 190 years. Excuse me. At Eldridge's, we have continued to support the local community and beyond by providing our clients with highly specialised legal advice tailored to each client in order to meet their specific needs. Then this is Element Housing, and I'm not sure whether I saw these people. I'm trying to rack my brains because I saw so many people and I chatted to so many people. And of course, I chatted to people who weren't on the exhibition stands as well. People I knew who came there. Vanessa Churchman, one of our local county councillors, was there, and I had a chat with her. When I arrived, I saw Alistair Dickinson, who's a local businessman. I saw Neil Southwell, who, we went back way back. I used to help network and promote them and help him with some of his social media. So I know that we networked together anyway. And his family run Oasis, which is a beautiful shop on the way to St Helens. I can't get there because there's no bus stop, and it's a road that's a very dangerous road if you're walking along it. So I'm not prepared to do that. I'm prepared to go there to his shop if I get a lift, but not if I have to go on the bus, because I might get killed on the way, and that's not a good plan. That's not what I plan to do. I know I nearly died at Christmas from pneumonia, but I'm not hoping to go that route anytime soon. So anyway, back to Element Housing. We specialise in the new build and refurbishment residential property market, but we are particularly focused on delivering schemes for more affordable tenures and self-builders. We want to add value to building houses, so we use our creative and efficient ways of working to make schemes possible where others could not. So that was them. And then Fortis Energy, I know I spoke to them because I have a business card from them on the table. So that was Fortis Energy, our commercial energy brokers working with the main energy suppliers since 1993. We negotiate the most competitive contract terms with no direct fee. We continually monitor energy markets, ensuring clients make informed decisions. Services include ongoing contract and meter management, ensuring our clients remain in control of their energy. And they don't mean their personal energy, they mean obviously the energy supplies. Next one is Good Skills Training, and I met this guy many years ago. He runs training Isle of Wight, Good Skills Training Isle of Wight, bringing quality training and consultancy services at affordable prices across the island, keeping local businesses health and safety compliant. And he was just packing up because it was almost the end of the day when I arrived at his stand, and he was packing up, but not before I managed to have a chat with him. I know he was giving biscuits away on his stand with Good Skills training. So these people who had biscuits and things, they were using other local businesses who were supplying the cakes and the biscuits, and on the back of the cakes and the biscuits it said who was supplying them, so that was more advertising for other businesses, so that was good. Hampshire Isle of Wight, I saw the Hampshire and Isle of Wight air ambulance right at the beginning, as I said at the beginning of the broadcast. Then hill bands. Now I meant to go back to hill bands. They're pest control. And I'm not the pest they're trying to control. Well, I don't think I am, but some people might say I am. But I think they were they whacking a rat, or they were doing something? They were playing some sort of game on their stand, but it was busy. So I moved on, and I don't think I ever got to go back, unfortunately. It was just too busy, and there was so I'm not complaining, but there was so much to see and so much to do. So Hillbands Pest Control Limited are a multi-award winning, fully accredited pest control company that has been established on the Isle of Wight since 1988, making us the leading and longest established pest control company based here. Under new management since 2016, we are a family-run business with one simple aim: to give all our customers peace of mind. So that's good. Getting rid of the pests, that's good. Holiday cottages, yes, that was one of the bags. That was it, wasn't it? The holiday cottages bag. So I chatted to these girls. Oh, and I believe this was the stand, one of the stands I went to first thing. And they had, no, that wasn't. That was Hodes, Rhodes and Dixon, I think. I'm muddling them up. I'm muddling the property people up. So holiday cottages, we with over 30 years experience, holidaycottages.co.uk is home to some of the finest self-catering accommodation in coastal and rural locations across the Isle of Wight. Over 170 owners let with us on the island, who benefit from local dedicated support and the national marketing reach of a leading brand. And then Hodes, Rhodes, Dixon, and this was what I was just going to say. So I met the girls from on the Hose Road Stixon stand. That was one of the first stands I went to. Look, I've got a whole wad of stuff to read here. I am not. They were representing letting, I think, more than selling, I think. Anyway, they had a door on their a little door on their table, and they had a row of keys, and I picked up a key and put it in the door, and it was the right one to unlock it. How lucky was I? and it was just, so we actually did, they said, oh, we should have filmed that, so we did film it, but genuinely I picked up the right key without knowing it straight away. So there we are, luck was in. I said, oh, I better go and buy a lottery ticket then, hadn't I? Because lots of quite good lucky things happening to me at the moment. So anyway, so Hose Road Stixon specialists in all our disciplines, from sales, letting, and property acquisition to commercial and land development, selling and letting island property for over 30 years. We are not a one-size-fits-all agent and tailor our services to meet your individual requirements. Whatever your property needs, we are here to help. Well, my property needs are, I'm staying in my property and I don't intend to move, but I'm happy to to pass on details to people who do want to move. Then there's Hortensify, and I can't remember whether I spoke to these people or not. I don't think I did. There were a few, as I say, that so either they weren't on their stand when I went by. Some of the exhibitors were not on the stand. Sometimes I went to an empty stand, and you can't have a chat with somebody if there's nobody there to chat with, can you? I don't know though. They might have been there. It might just have been busy round their stall, whatever. Hortensify are leaders in visitor and venue technology. We create unique experience in hospitality, retail, leisure, and corporate spaces that keep guests and visitors coming back. Our solutions range from interactive guest TV systems, mobile applications, guest Wi-Fi, digital signage, video conference and meeting rooms, room service, robots, and holographic concierge. So there we go. And then hover travel. I know that the hover travel people weren't there. I know that it was right at the end of the day, and I got there and it was an empty stand, but I took a picture of the stand anyway. So hover travel is one of the ways of getting to and from the island. So that's our hovercraft. Hover travel is the fastest Isle of Wight ferry route across the Solent and the world's only year-round passenger hovercraft service. Corporate rates are available, and Hoverfast Freight can transport your goods. Plus, the Solent Views Conference Centre in our Ride Terminal offers the best views in a unique setting. And then the next one's HR department, and I don't know if I spoke to these people. I might have done. There were a few that I mean, so many of them I know and knew anyway, and then there were a few that I didn't know, and then I can't remember, whether I've spoken to everybody. So HR, preventing people problems, is what it says in inverted commas. We specialise in supporting SMEs with general HR needs like policies, procedures and recruitment, right through to the strategic level, ensuring businesses are legally compliant along the way. Working closely with companies, we become the HR department at a fraction of the cost of an in-house professional. And then HTP Apprentice College. At HTP Apprentice College, we recognise that recruiting and training staff is vital for business success. Whether you're considering recruiting an apprentice or upskilling your existing employees, visit HTP and we will provide advice and guidance on qualifications and the funding that is available. And there are some goodies coming that I got a bit excited about. So keep watching this space and you'll see some more goodies. As I say, I've got loads and loads of business cards and all sorts of stuff like that, but there are a couple of very special goodies coming that I will show you in a minute if you continue to watch. Innovation Wight is a comprehensive program aimed at improving the productivity of island businesses. The hub of the programme is based in Northwood in Building 41. And Building 41 is a relatively new building where lots of great things are happening. And there's co-working space and things like that and all sorts. It's a modern, sustainable building offering co-working space, meeting space and flexible office suites, as well as acting as a focus for a range of business support activities. Alongside the hub, a network of spokes Local outreach points offer desk space in locations across the island to ensure the programme is truly accessible. The Go for Growth Business Support course offers 12 hours of support for free and aims to boost productivity in growing companies. And a lot of this, you've got to go, okay, bye, Yvonne, not to worry. A lot of this has happened since I ran my business. You know, that so many improvements have been made since then. Next one is White Label, and this was where I got to my coffee. The island's leading coffee professionals, the IOW Espresso Company, blends unparalleled experience in coffee and tea with our award-winning brands of Island Roasted, White Label and Cafe Isola. Cafe Isola is in Newport, and it moved. It started off as a small cafe, and then it moved around the corner into a much bigger space, and has been there ever since. Roasting artisan coffee since 2010, blending and supplying ethical teas, quality commercial equipment sales, service and rental, along with offering professionally qualified barista training. And I had a good long chat with Dan. It's a family-run business, that one. I think other people as well, but I'm pretty sure it's a family-run business. Then we have Isle Access, and this is one of the charities on the island, and set up by Jan Brooks, and wow, she has done an amazing job. I remember meeting her years ago, and what she hasn't done for tourism. You know, the thing is that if you have a disability and you want to go on holiday, you need to know that when you go on holiday, what you need is going to be there, and that it will work out fine for you. And she told me, and she was telling lots of people, and you know, sharing the news, that we were losing thousands and thousands of pounds in tourism just because people didn't know. We might have the facilities, but if we don't tell people, we are losing out on the tourism. You know, if Cornwall says, oh, well, we've got this and this and this, and the Isle of Wight's not saying, oh, we've got this and this and this, even if we have it, we'll lose the business. So she's done tremendous work, lots of training, all sorts of things. And I was so excited recently because she's done so much in raising awareness about access for all, and it's not just sort of people in wheelchairs. There's so many disabilities that, you know, that need to be covered. And when I went to the Mardi Gras, anybody who watched me live streaming the Mardi Gras will have heard me talking to a lady next to me, and she has a child with a disability, and he's in a wheelchair. And I connected with her recently because I saw her. I think there was an article in one of the online newspapers, and her Even, I think his name is, her son had been on the beach. Now he's in a wheelchair all the time. He'd been on the beach and on a paddleboard. Hello, Lois. Nice to see you. Another one of the Crafters Companion community. How lovely. So Evan, he absolutely loved it. The fact that they could get him onto a paddleboard, although he lives his life in a wheelchair. What Ryde Town Council have done, I mean, Ryde Town Council are amazing. They're doing so much stuff, and Ryde Town Council were at the exhibition as well, and they've done so much, and they have got one of these wonderful wheelchairs that goes on the beach, across the beach. And so when I was recording for Mardi Gras, I suddenly realised that the lady just along from me was the lady that I'd been chatting to online, and I said, "Oh, you know," so I introduced myself. So we realised who we were straight away, and I know that she was going to go and see the people in Ventnor, so the Ryde Town Council have got a wheelchair that goes across the beach, and she was going to talk to the Ventnor people, and I know that she had that meeting this week, so I'm hoping that they had a very successful time and can progress that one. There we go. So look, there's Sarah Brown and Lois are both from Crafters Companion. And Lois, if you don't know, Sarah Brown is the one that Debbie Fisher called a flaming galah. So I don't know, you make the connection. Yes, because Lois and I usually watch we watch via YouTube on Crafters Companion, and Sarah usually watches on Facebook. So there we go. But here we are. We've met here on my channel. Right, so I'll access, let's tell you, advocates for accessibility and inclusion for disabled people and people with long-term health conditions. We advise businesses on improvements to access, undertake access audits, provide training and mystery shopping opportunities. We provide videos for training or customer information, giving opportunities to young people with disabilities, long-term health conditions, or poor mental well-being. Amazing, Charlie, absolutely amazing. And I did tell Jan, I said, oh, what she was doing was amazing, and it was just so lovely to see. So that was the floor plan. All right, that's all those whoops, this way, all those schools, all those stands I went round, and there's more. So the Isle of Wight College were there as well. Oh, and the next one after this is one of the very good giveaways. I'll show you. You need to stay. Let's see. The Isle of Wight College offers the broadest range of apprenticeships on the island, as well as short courses bespoke for your business to upskill and develop your staff, such as management, Excel, and multiply free numeracy in the workplace. Come and speak to us about your training needs. So that's the college. And then now, I have an amazing thing here in my hand. The next one was IWCTG. And let's see if I can. It's a construction training group. Isle of Wight CTG. Oh, construction training group. That must be what it stands for. Oh, I worked that one out, didn't I? Affordable, accessible construction related training on the Isle of Wight. And look what they gave me. Oh, look, a good proper tape measure. Now, a crafter can never have too many tape measures and things for measuring. Today I was sitting in my craft room and I wanted to, I was thinking of, I'm trying to put all my craft stuff in things on wheels so that I can move it out of the way and get to that space, and then move it back there and get to that space. And I had got a tape measure, you know, a dressmaking tape measure on the table, because I was trying to measure. I was looking on the Temu site, which again, Temu is one of the cashback sites, and looking, you know, if you want to get cash back on your purchases, join that link. So I was looking at the Temu site, and they've got these wonderful all sorts of trolleys on wheels, narrow trolleys and wider trolleys, and I was doing all my measuring. This was in here. I had to use a different measure, but this, look at that. Isn't that amazing? You pay a lot of money for one of those, wouldn't you? So that was one of my excellent goodies. I know that Crafters Companion's coming on in about 5 minutes. I might lose my Crafters Companion people, or they might be like me, and sometimes I have one screen watching Crafters Companion, another screen watching something else. It's a bit tricky, but anyway, we'll see. If you have to go, I understand. And then we got the Isle of Wight County Press, which is one of our new. It says not just a newspaper, along with being the island's largest media provider, we also provide online and social media marketing services, web design and SEO services. And then we got the Isle of Wight Observer, which is another of the media, the island's favourite newspaper. So they're vying with each other here. You love Temu. So Tracy, you can get cash back from Temu. I couldn't believe it. Temu is one of those. I've just done some orders. All right. Sarah's saying she may need to change her name now. Lynn has mentioned the Flaming Galah. I think now I have a reputation. No, Sarah, I'm sure you're absolutely fine. It's just, and you can obviously take a joke, otherwise you would have switched and gone away. So Tracy's saying she loves Temu. Temu is a new site, and I did an order yesterday, and then I did a second order. I ordered an amazing amount of things, and it didn't cost me a huge amount of money, because things like 50p and £1 and all sorts of little gadgets I bought. I know we're going off at a tangent, but it's what I do. But I couldn't believe that Temu, being such a cheap place to buy things, was also, I could still get cash back on what I bought if I went through the cashback site. Cashback you can't do on your phone, you have to do it on the computer. So anybody wants to know, there's the cashback link down the bottom there, and then you just go, you know, and even if it's £1 here and £1 there, it soon notches up, because, as I say, I've had £100 since I joined in February, just for buying cash back on buying things I was going to buy anyway. So there we go. Right, so let's carry on. The Observer, the island's favourite newspaper, is published every Friday with 18,500 copies distributed across the island and more than 4,500 digital subscribers. I'm a digital subscriber. Locally owned and independent, we offer great value and effective advertising packages to island companies. Chat to us to find out how we can help your business. Isle of Wight Radio. Now I'm going to say something about Isle of Wight Radio. It was nearly the end of the day, and the Isle of Wight Radio guys were on the Isle of Wight Radio stand. And I was just talking to somebody, and I said, "Oh, I'm coming over to you." And they decided to go off the stand. And I said I'd wanted to talk to them. And when I got to the stand, they weren't there, and they'd gone off on a walk. So I didn't get to talk to them. And that was a bit of a shame, but never mind, if that's what they wanted to do. The island's favourite station, broadcasting since 1990, working with local businesses for 33 years, home to Child of Wight and the Toy Appeal. And when I did exhibition stands, I stayed on my stand for as long as I possibly could. And I was always the last one to pack up and go, because often the best lead of the day was the last one. Sometimes if I was selling, it was the last sale of the day was the last one. Some people pack up and go early. It makes me annoyed. And they hadn't packed up and gone, but they just gone off the stand. It makes me annoyed if the things are advertised till 4 and people are packing up at 3:15 or 3:30. Because I don't think that's okay. But anyway, who am I to say these things? I can say what I think. Next stall, Isle of Wight tomatoes. Wonderful stall. And we have red tomatoes and yellow tomatoes and dark brown tomatoes and so many lovely tomatoes. It's something we do very well here on the island. So for over 15 years, we've been growing tomatoes in the rich, fertile soil of the Ayrton Valley here on the glorious Isle of Wight, combining age-old traditions with modern-day innovation. We're passionate about growing tomatoes that taste the way they should. And the girl on the tomato stand, she works there, but we also got into a conversation about scouting, because she does scouting, and I help with fundraising for lots of these things. So I said, oh, let's see if I can help with some fundraising. But then she said, oh, I think you know my mum. And when she told me who her mum was, it was somebody that I used to be a Rotarian, and yes, I know her mum, and I warmed very much. Her mum is lovely, and so I said, make sure you remember me to her. So that was nice. Next one is Youth Trust. Now you see these little things here, and over this side, these are little fluffies that I got from the Youth Trust stand, and I got them for my grandchildren. So it says, supporting the mental health and well-being of young islanders for 40 years. The Isle of Wight Youth Trust believes that although life can be hard, getting support shouldn't be. Through the provision of therapeutic counselling and well-being support, we empower children and young people to face life's challenges. And a good job they do too. The next one is JLT Wines Limited. And this is very difficult for me. This is a nice chap who is a wine importer and a distributor, but he doesn't have a social media presence. He's not online at all. I had to take a picture of a sign to try and promote him. And, I said, oh, it's very hard if you haven't even got any presence online. But anyway, wine importer and distributor supplying quality wines from around the world, offering a wide range of boutique-style wines from smaller family-run vineyards and wholesalers. JLT Wines offers the customer a wine tasting option at events and island shows, plus the option for home tasting should you prefer. So that's good. And now the next one, JR Zone. This one must have been a very busy stall, and I seem to miss that. And it's a shame, because JR Zone and Hillbands, there's a connection between those two businesses, and I managed to miss both of them. When you run your monthly car boot sales, stall holders always pack up within an hour to go until they end, and it's annoying. Absolutely, it is so annoying when people pack up. I've said to organisers before, you shouldn't allow them to pack up beforehand. Sarah's multitasking, watching me on the computer and Crafters TV on the phone. Excellent. I'm not going to be. I'm going to try and whiz through the rest, but I need to give it all. Some good, some good chats here because it's not fair if I rush the last ones. JR Zone, established at our present location in Newport in 2005. JR Zone is a dedicated facility offering indoor soft play and associated activities, plus the Isle of Wight's only multi-level indoor laser storm arena. No matter what the weather brings, JR Zone is open 7 days a week for play. You will need to book before arrival, and this can be done through our online booking page. We have plenty of parking and the coffee is always hot. Free high-speed Wi-Fi is available throughout the building, so you can make the most of your quiet time. And recently, when some of my family were on the island and the grandchildren were here, we went to JR Zone, and I sat and had coffee and watched the more agile adults chasing the little ones around and making sure they were safe. You've just run downstairs to make a cuppa. Okay, that's not a problem, Tracy. Lifeline. So Lifeline, the people from Lifeline I've known for a very long time, so I didn't really need to go and chat at their stall, and they were busy. Cindy was very busy over there, so I just waved and said, oh, you know, we'll chat sometime. But she was busy with somebody who obviously was engaged in chat with them. Lifeline, a family-owned, multi-award-winning company, has been protecting island homes and businesses for over 30 years. It is the only island company with the prestigious NSI Gold certification, the island's leading accreditation body in this industry. Sorry, the UK's leading accreditation body in this industry. Lifeline has a dedicated team of professional surveyors, expert engineers, and a fantastic customer support team, all working together to design, install, and support the perfect bespoke fire or security system solution for your home or business. Lifeline offer 24/7 protection for complete peace of mind with smart device controlled CCTV and security systems using the latest innovation modern technology. And they have held events and things, fun events at their premises, and I've been to quite a lot of those. So I know them well, so I didn't need to really go and chat to them because I know their business. MedTech Design Services. We are MedTech, and I thought they were something to do with medicine, technical stuff for medicine, but I was wrong. The med bit is the River Medina. There's something I think something to do with down by the River Medina, and apparently a lot of people make the same mistake. Andrew's multitasking also by heading home from the theatre after seeing Oklahoma the musical from 1998 on film. How wonderful, Andrew. And Andrew's in Scotland, one of our regular viewers coming in from Scotland. We are MedTech Design Services, an award-winning ISO 9001 accredited company offering a CAD, and some of these abbreviations I don't know what they mean, I'm sorry, design service with everything in between from concept to creation. We support clients through every stage of the design process and the capability and knowledge to offer complete turnkey solutions. Excellent. And then we have Meridian 3 Design and Print, and I might have, I had a notebook. I got a notebook from them. And some of the team there, they used to work at a previous design company, and that closed, and then they've gone and set up another one, independently with their expertise and their skills. Meridian 3 offer a friendly bespoke design and print service to help promote and run businesses of all types. Our flexible and attentive approach enables us to produce a large range of items that work especially for you. We'd love to see you, so do come and have a chat with us. And then we've got Mission Zero Business Hub, and I can't remember whether I spoke to these people or not. The Mission Zero Business Hub, a new island initiative, is dedicated to assisting local businesses in achieving net zero targets. We support the Council's 2040 Mission Zero strategy. Stop by our booth to discover more and express your interest in joining our committee. And I don't think I did see them. I think I might have remembered that. Then it was Mountbatten, and of course Mountbatten is our hospice. And you will see from their bag a sunflower, and sunflowers are very much our hospice on the island is a bright and cheerful place. You know, bearing in mind people go there for end of life, They don't want it to be dull and dismal and horrible. It is a bright, wonderful place to be. And they have sunflowers everywhere, and they have got a lot of sunflower umbrellas that they sell to the public, but they have them, some of them hanging along a corridor, and it was just beautiful. And it's an amazing place. So as I say, the sunflower is their symbol. And I did say to them I would help with some fundraising, because in the craft world, I've got a lot of sunflower dyes and for die cutting and making greetings cards. So I will be making some things for them to sell to help. Right. Okay. Tracy says she's just signed up for Top Cashback, but we'll need to PM me in a bit. Yeah, absolutely. I'll talk you through it, Tracy. Don't you worry. So when I finished on here. Okay. So Mountbatten is at it's a beautiful place. It used to be called the Mountbatten Hospice. I think they just call it Mountbatten now. At Mountbatten, we want to support everyone in our local community to live well and die well. We also want to ensure we give everyone everything they need to remember and celebrate the lives of loved ones in the best way possible, living, dying and remembering. And Nigel, who's the CEO of the charity, he's just been awarded, do you know, I can't remember what award he had, but it was pretty, it was amazing. I don't know if you can remember, Tracy. Do you know what award he got? Anyway, I saw him the other day and I congratulated him. And he said, of course, it's not just me. You know, he's the figurehead. It's the whole team, But obviously the team is driven by him. And, you know, he's been on the island for quite some years. And it is amazing, you know, how he's driving them in a brilliant way. So then PC Consultants, it's in its 30th anniversary year. PC Consultants continues to lead the IT service, sales, support and consulting industry, working closely with the island's leading businesses whilst expanding across the UK and internationally. Whether a small business with niche requirement or corporate with enterprise needs, the team of over 25 is able to cater for you. And then is Pertemps. Now, on a previous occasion, I got something from Pertemps, and it was something that sat on I meant to bring it in. It sat in somewhere with all my stuff, doing nothing. And then very recently, I got it out to use in my craft room, and I'll tell you what it is in a minute, because I've got another one from another store. I know I'm talking in riddles a bit, but let me just tell you about Pertemps, and then we'll go on. So Pertemps are currently celebrating their 25th year recruiting across the Isle of Wight, and they had great big blue balloons, 25 on there, and recently moved to brand new premises based in St Cross Business Park in Newport. Pertemps offer both permanent and temporary recruitment across multiple sectors. For all inquiries, and then there's a number to ring. So that's them. Then Powered Now. Powered Now is a comprehensive business management application designed for tradespeople, contractors and service businesses. Powered Now streamlines essential tasks such as invoicing, estimating, scheduling and customer management. It offers features like digital quotes and invoices, professional templates, time tracking, job scheduling and team collaboration tools. The app helps tradespeople stay organized, save time and improve efficiency in their day-to-day operations. With a user-friendly interface and mobile accessibility, Powered Now allows users to manage their business on the go, enhance customer communication and maintain accurate records, ultimately helping them to grow and succeed in their respective trades. So that's it. Pressing on. Hello, Sam. Have you been on here before? I don't know. And Red Squirrel. Now I know the family that run Red Squirrel, and I know about them. So I didn't actually get to their stand, but I know a lot about it. So multi-award-winning estate and letting agent specialising in both residential and commercial sales and lettings, covering the whole island. We offer a personal approach founded on core family values: honesty, trust, and compassion. Great business and great family there. Sadly, the daughter passed away from a mole on her back, and she was let down. It was never tested, and the family now are doing a huge amount of ways raising awareness that you know, if people have got moles and they have them removed, they must get them tested to see. You know, you haven't been here before. Okay, well, welcome, Sam. Where are you coming in from? So, you know, I watch and I see the family doing all this fundraising. It's amazing, you know, and so often from tragedy comes the greatest things, doesn't it? Lots of awareness, lots of raising of awareness and that sort of thing. And they are amazing people in, you know, what they've been doing. Then we have Ride School, which was where the event was. Ride School with Upper Chine, an independent day and boarding school for children in nursery, prep and senior school and sixth form, set in over 17 acres of grounds overlooking Solent. Ride makes full use of the island for a wide range of extracurricular activities and offers scholarships and bursaries for entry into years 7, 9 and the sixth form. And my mum and dad's house used to back on from Somerset in Burnham-on-Sea. Oh, lovely. My mum and dad's house used the house they lived in more recent years backed onto Ride School, and when my mum passed, Ride School actually bought my mum's house. Well, then my dad had passed 12 years earlier, and Ride School bought the house. I think it was for the headmaster to live in, or for somebody on the staff to live there. So that was nice that it was that worked out well. Not that I had anything to do with selling the house or anything, but, you know, that's just by the by. It's one of my little side stories. Sandham Sensible Office Solutions, and I don't think I saw these people. Established in 1982, Sandham Office Services are the largest independent suppliers of office technology on the Isle of Wight. Then there's CTech Plus. I did see these people. Do you need our support to find reliable staff? Choose CTech to provide multiple clients that are seeking employment and can start immediately. We deliver a positive impact so that individuals, businesses and communities can prosper, moving our clients into work with support and understanding whilst overcoming barriers. Hashtag not one left behind. There we go. And then Solent Local Enterprise Partnership. We're coming to the end, folks. We're on the S's now. And I just need to have a drink because my throat is just getting a bit dry. I don't think I realised it was going to take me so long. Never mind. Solent Local Enterprise Partnership. The Solent Local Enterprise Partnership plays a critical role within the region, convening local partnerships between businesses, local authorities and academia to determine economic priorities. We are committed to promoting sustainable economic growth to champion our region and ensure our communities can prosper, launching an ambitious strategy for the region, Solent 2050. And then we have Southern Vectis, which is our bus company. The island's buses. Southern Vectis is the principal operator of bus services on the Isle of Wight. We have an extensive network and help get island residents and visitors around. Come and talk to us about how we can help your teams be greener and use the bus to get to work. And then we have Satira Initiative. Empowering well-being and transforming workplaces is the driving force behind Satira Initiative. Our aim is to create thriving work environments that prioritize team well-being, fostering positive relationships and sustainable success, dedicated to empowering individuals and organizations to prioritize mental health and well-being, create a workplace culture that supports growth and resilience. And now we come to Top Mops, and Top Mops get a top award because the freebie that I got from them is just a load of rubbish. Just a load of rubbish. It's a rubbish bin. Look at this. And on my crafting table, I have one that I got from Pertemps on a previous exhibition, and it sat there, and I sort of put my pens in it, but I thought, I didn't do much with it. And then more recently with my crafting, all my little bits of paper I put in the bin. And now oh, that's good, Tracy. You've worked it. But did you go through the computer rather than the app? Don't go. If you go through the app, you don't get the cash back. You have to go through the computer. All right. Otherwise, you don't get the cash back. And the load of rubbish that's in here. Look. Oh, we got some sweeties. and some Parma violets, some Haribos and some Parma violets. And top mops business card. I don't think that's rubbish, do you? But I love this. I think it's wonderful. In fact, I had said to somebody, oh, last time I got a little rubbish bin, and they said, oh, I said from Potemps, and they said, oh, top mops have got rubbish bins. Well done, Tracy. Top mops have got rubbish bins, and I love this one. And of course, now I've got a blue bin and a black and a green bin. Downstairs, I have a black bin and a green bin. But some areas I know have blue bins. So I have a blue bin from Potemps, and now because I'm doing more and more crafting, I need a second rubbish bin. I am so excited with my bin. So that's a pretty impressive. And there were some pretty good giveaways, weren't there? So let's tell you about Top Mops. Celebrating our 25th birthday, Top Mops has become one of the leading independent contract cleaning companies on the Isle of Wight and across the South Coast. We love to help businesses and individuals in improving their daily operations. If you need of a contract cleaning company, contact us today. I think they might do domestic cleaning, and I'm going to inquire about that. I'm not sure if they do, but I think someone told me they did. But I know they're mostly known for contract cleaning. But anyway, so that's Top Mops, and then Vehicle Consulting Solent. As specialists in EVs for business, electric vehicles, I presume that stands for. We help local businesses navigate the often complex world of EV with expert sustainability and tax incentives knowledge, providing a bespoke multi-brand solution to reduce carbon footprint and make EV more accessible for their employees through salary sacrifice, saving money and time whilst increasing staff satisfaction. So that's good. And we are nearly at the end. So that was oh no, we still got 2 pages left because we've got lots on the W page. Oh, loads of the businesses had a W, I didn't realise. Except that this one, Vision Accounting, cloud accounting specialist practice that provides our clients with a bespoke service tailored to their needs. We take a personal yet professional approach to our work to build relationships and create value. This has led to us being recognised as the highest rated accountants for the island on Google. So there we go. And then Wessex Cancer Trust. As I said earlier, this is one of the charities that was going to close, and they had to find £60,000 in a very short space of time, and the island troops motivated, and they did what was needed, and the trustees kept the charity open, which is amazing because it's very much needed. And now they do lots of fundraising. They do colour runs and things with all sorts of colour paints and things. I've not been to those, but I've seen them online. So Wessex Cancer Trust provides free local emotional and practical support to anyone living with cancer. We offer services including counselling, therapies, activities, support groups and transport to mainland hospital appointments. Our ambition is to ensure everyone affected by cancer is supported and empowered to live well with and beyond cancer. And I want to do some fundraising for them. I was lucky enough to go to the mainland. Harry Redknapp is one of their supporters. So it's not just an island charity, it's mainland as well. And I was lucky enough because I'd helped with some of the fundraising, I think that's why I've forgotten. It's a long time ago. It was pre-COVID. I was lucky enough to be invited to go to the mainland and meet up with Harry Redknapp, who's he's very supportive of that charity. And then we have Wight Computers, and Wight Computers, they had biscuits, and their biscuits were like a key. And I thought, I'd seen the biscuits, and I thought, but not on their stand. And I thought that they were something. Oh, I know where I saw a biscuit on the lettings stand, and I assumed it was something to do with lettings because it was like a key, to a door. But it wasn't. It was from the Wight Computers, and so they were giving away biscuits that were in the shape of a key, ice biscuits in the shape of a key. Wight Computers partners with more than 200 businesses on the island. We're their trusted IT guys, and we provide peace of mind so they can get on with running their businesses. Talk to our friendly team today about how we can take the pressure and pain out of managing your IT. and they had a Lego set on their stand, and the Lego set was it was like an office. It was the office, and somebody had sat and put this Lego office all together. So that was, that was their bit of fun. And then Wight Fibre, who were the main sponsors of the event. Wight Fibre provides broadband that just works, full fibre, ultra fast and future proof, backed by £100 money back guarantee. Our full fibre broadband is point to point, which means every connected home gets its own dedicated fibre optic connection, so no need to share with your neighbours. Already over 50,000 properties on the island can receive our service, and this project is set to be largely complete by the end of 2023. Wight Fibre cares about its customers with a focus on providing the best possible customer care. Wight Fibre is the only broadband company in the country to hold the Institute of Customer Service trademark with distinction, because we care. Because we care, right? So Wightlink, so Wightlink is one of our ferries, and what did I get from Wightlink? Another water bottle. You can never have too many water bottles. Especially when you look around and you've lost one, and then you go and get another one. Getting to the mainland for business has never been easier. Wightlink's foot passenger fast cats take just 22 minutes, and they go from the end of Ryde Pier. So if I'm going to Portsmouth direction, I go down there. If I'm going to Southampton, I go across the island to Cowes, and then on the Red Funnel. But this is Wightlink, and it takes just 22 minutes, and our vehicle ferries take 45 minutes to cross the Solent. We have more daily sailings than anyone else, and our dedication business hub team offers you a fully managed service. Excellent. And then nearly at the end, Wonderfell. And Wonderfell is a theatre company, creates and delivers innovation workshops and theatre to awaken all senses and creatively engage curious young minds. We work with teachers, parents and pupils alike to reimagine the delivery of the primary curriculum as a truly exciting, empowering journey for learning, inspired by children for children. And that's very much up, I'm an ex-teacher, and I warmed to this. I didn't have a lot of time to talk to them because it was at the end of the event and they were just packing up, but I had a quick chat. And then we have nearly there, well-being. What's this one? Working towards well-being. Employment support for those living with and experiencing mental ill health. A person-centered approach to employment support. Employers' employment service, supporting employers with in-house support for employees experiencing mental health issues. And then I think this is the last one, WRS. WRS system has expanded in recent years to become a significant supplier of EPOS systems to the hospitality industry in the UK, Ireland, Europe and Africa. Expansion ensures the levels of support and development are maintained across the portfolio with bespoke future-proof solutions provided to customers. Development strategy is aimed at bringing innovations to the front of house, which allows customers to enjoy their retail experience with the client. WRS continues to expand and develop its customer base and thrive on the opportunity to work with new clients who require a modern, reliable EPOS system. And that was all the exhibitors. There was video taken, and I think it was the Nosy Design Company that did the video. And guess what? I made it onto the video. I was watching the video, and there I saw myself in the background. And somebody who used to be in my network group, who now lives in Australia, she messaged me and she said, "Oh, I've just seen the video of the expo, and I saw your smiley face in the background." So that was nice. I met other people like Dale Howarth, who has a lot to do with a lot of businesses on the island, but didn't have a stand. He's there supporting a lot of the businesses, and we had a chat and did a selfie. Chris Court is also another business person who was at the exhibition, not exhibiting, but at the exhibition. There were a lot of people that I knew there who were there to go round the exhibition. And then, but it was a very well-run event, and I enjoyed it. And mind you, I was tired afterwards because, of course, I'm just, you know, still recovering from COVID. But I did it this way. So rather than live stream around the event, I thought I would do it like this and show you all my goodies, tell you about what they did. If any of you want to know any more about it, then please do. What I will probably do is under the YouTube video, when I get a minute, I will list the businesses that exhibited, if I can. Am I setting myself up for too much work? I think I might be, but you never know what. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for joining me, seeing what my goodies were, hearing about the businesses, and coming in and having a chat as well in here. So that's brilliant. I'm going to go now. I'm going to go and join my friends over there who have watched the first half hour of the, no, I think, is it more than half an hour? I think the first half hour of the next Crafters Companion show. I shall need to do some catching up on that one. I am going to do some crafting, lots of crafting going forward for the charities on the Isle of Wight, and just having a good time. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for joining me, and it's over and out. So see you again sometime soon. Bye for now.